Hello and welcome to Spring Command Forge Alliance. This will be a very special series of games where we'll watch one of the most loved players we have on FAF, Lame. Based on his name, you might get a hint of what this video is going to be about. And if you've played him, you definitely know this is going to be all about draws. So I'm actually going to speed it up till the last battle. I'd like to include this whole game situation, see what happens. If you know Jolie, he doesn't really like, I think if you looked at that conversation, he doesn't really like this type of maps. He's more of a techer. He's got a very good economy. Lame, on the other hand, he specializes in getting close to your ACU and killing your ACU, and sometimes it's a draw and sometimes he wins, sometimes he loses. So what we're seeing is a Jester and now Jolie getting pushed back, and you know Lame's not going to stop. Actually, I haven't seen any of the games I'm about to show you, so we'll see what happens. The thing to pay attention to is what will Lame shoot. So now he decides to retreat. He's not crazy. He did force a fake PD out of Jolie. What Lame has done is he forced Jolie back into his corner of the map. So now, if you think about it, Lame's actually outplayed Jolie here. Jolie a little lower in health. And what's amazing is how Lame, with just his own ECU, is able to have more health. He's got 14, so there's no veterancy here. And then well-placed PD, Jolie, 900 health. Lame might be thinking about victory here, however. What has happened? Well, thanks, Lame. Definitely. This is supposed to be a video about draws, and you give me a victory over Jolie. Well played anyway. Hopefully the rest are draws. Santa versus Lame. Santa, this is a game from a little while ago. You don't see the number here. I had to turn off some things because this is a older game, and if I have all the latest things installed, specifically the Betagatohen's replay tool, which does allow you to see the replay number. But I guess we won't see it. Santa Claus, Mr. Drawmaster. So even, I think this is probably beginning of the year now. Did you get me a present? So Santa Claus, I believe, is chosen. You can see based on rating, Lame is a bit outgunned. See how he pulls off this draw, or based on the fact that Lame has lied to me, which I'm not surprised. Maybe it's even a victory. Maybe he even threw in a loss in here. But it was still a good game. The previous game, he showed how he used his ACU somehow to get more health than the enemy. Still a mystery to me. Maybe somebody can explain it, because that's probably, if I had to choose the weakness in my game, that's definitely my biggest weakness. And what is that? There's a background noise as somebody is using a saw. The problems with having a good microphone. You can hear everything. Wow. Hopefully it's not a long-term project, but it's Lame. It fits with this video, so we won't be too mad about it. Bombers from Santa. That was nice. That was pretty lame. That was really lame. It's like a gunship abusing the Auroras. We now see Santa moving into the middle. Lame will meet him. They'll talk about it. Notice the lack of units. Santa, the reputation causes him to run away. He starts a point defense. If he can finish it, we don't see any RT at all from Santa. Lame will retreat. And let's see. Look at the health of these two ACUs. Lame, he's just bumping chests with and why didn't Lame die? Draw complete. Okay, maybe I played that a little too fast, but still, we saw Santa had more units. Santa had more units, and somehow it was still a draw, even though he retreated into a point defense. It's still a mystery. If you can believe it, it can even happen on Eye of the Storm. I'll definitely speed this one up. Let's see what happens. Probably not one of Lame's favorites, because you gotta walk a long way to meet your enemy. But you did see all those chest bumps on Summer Duel. See, it's got a... Lame probably needs a very quick scout, so he can see where the ACU is going, and then he'll go in the same direction. Auroras from both players, so Aeon and Aeon. We see a good flare from Black Death. If you haven't seen Black Death, I think has the most games on the ladder. Doesn't play tourneys, he just plays the ladder. It's actually extremely good on a lot of maps. Lame. Looks like Lame got the better of him in terms of the Navy. And, yeah, Lame's ACU is still way back home, not doing anything. Black Death has built up a pretty good force. Oh, alright. Does Lame have... Lame has Tech 2 Engineering this time out. Yeah, he's got Tech 2 Engineering and a Tech 2 Transport. You can see what he's doing. There's also a submarine and a frigate in the water. So Black Death is going to run. He's going to run into very unfriendly territory. There is no Navy whatsoever from Black Death, so it's probably not a good option for him. And the PD from Lame will take care of all the units. Lame will continue to give chase. He might even use his transport. He's got yet another transport that he's going to use as a scout. He's got a little bit of anti-air. Black Death continues to retreat. We'll go back to fast speed and we'll see. I bet you what will happen is that Lame will follow him until Black Death gets underneath 2000. Or maybe he'll build a torpedo launcher, then get on a transport, then catch up. And then he'll self-destruct. Because if you look elsewhere, Black Death has most of the map. Probably can cancel that if you're Lame, no reason to build it. But he completes the project nonetheless. Drops from Black Death, still playing. Where is the transport? Yep. The chariot. So Black Death is going to go around. We'll rendezvous with a bunch of Auroras. There are a bunch of frigates for Lame. Lame probably could have dropped a little further, but this is close enough. No need for that. Yeah, he's just going to follow. Once Black Death peeks his head above the water, he's going to get shot. And there are some places here which are a problem for torpedoes. See some ground attack. And yeah, submarines come from the other side. Black Death still in the safe territory at 4,500 health. Frigates versus Auroras. And 4,200 health. Some Tech 2 gunships now from Black Death. This is getting pretty exciting. Actually, I think probably turn up the game sound a little bit for this. Torpedo bombers from very impotent torpedo bombers. However, there is... Oh, Black Death will attempt to make an escape. 2,800 health. You never put your ACU in a transport in front of Lame. That gives him a perfect opportunity. Perfectly timed Control K from Lame. So we got 2 draws and a victory so far. Lame versus Yama in this one. So Yama versus Black Death. Probably Yama is a little better. But a draw versus Yama is definitely an accomplishment. This time Lame has Seraphim. He's going first to land. Let's see if he tries to pull that trick that we saw against Black Death, where he rushes Tech 2 ACU with a Tech 2 transport. A critical piece of that strategy from Lame was forcing Black Death out of the water. But in this one, he also has to deal with the Auroras. Good use of Selines. Lame's being depressed about something. Here comes a scout. Well, here rush Tech 2. And see, this time it looks like Lame will walk. Appears to be air control for Yama. The top, not much. Actually, Yama's got a bunch of auroras there as well. Just like Black Death, Yama will establish a base here. There's a bunch of reclaim, a couple of mask extractors. Get a base here, take over the corner. Oh, this is a drop from Yama. That was good. Lame picks up a couple of mask extractors and heads toward Yama's ACU. The submarine's in place. Plenty of production, and wow, this is a quick Tech 2. This is a Tech 2 rush from Lame as the two ACUs engage. Yama needs to know that you don't just get shot by Lame with no consequence. Alright, this is the action part of this video. Yama, oh, I think this could be just a straight up mistake. You don't go to 0 health. Oh yeah, this is the Control K territory already. Maybe somebody can post in the comments what is the damage from ACU Control K. Yeah, in the water actually it would have been checkmate. Lane could have won if Yama went into the water. Yama lets his feelings be known. And yet another draw for a Lame. Ooh, Mad Mozart. That's another good victim. Lame versus Mozart. Seraphim versus Siren. Mozart. You may have run into Lame before. See how Mozart decides to do this. First to land for Lame. A whole bunch of land for Lame. This map, ambush pass, lots of trees, lots of rocks, and a lot of PDs in the middle. It's really a question of is it going to be ACU and ACU battle, or are they two ACUs going to be assaulting an undefended base or ACU free base? Oh, and once again, arts and crafts continue somewhere in the vicinity of this microphone. Appears that, okay, we might begin to see the action. Okay. Mozart will get a point defense. This is standard procedure. If you see an ACU, get a point defense, attack the ACU, retreat into the point defense. Some artillery from Lame. Lame has, yeah, he's going to lose his base. Lame has rushed Tech 2 land. Probably a good idea. If Lame can take care of that PD. Lame, yeah, I think in the process of losing his base. And now Ilsheva on the front lines. Yeah, this PD is a problem. Ilsheva needs to be overcharged by Mozart. He is not overcharging it. And how can this possibly be a draw for Mozart? Oh, it looks like successful defense up on top for Lame. Another point defense is going to go up. Looks like this one was repaired. Lame down to 3,000 health. His Ilshevas though are just gold. That's a very nice Ilsheva. So far the unit of this entire video. Total of 15 kills. It's if only that Ilsheva could control K. Nope, it just died. Second one came in. Multiple PDs. Lame will retreat. Perhaps Lame can get Mozart to follow him, try to get a victory. Yeah, this game's pretty much, look at that, controlled by Mozart. Mozart at 6,000 health, Lame at 2,000. He finally got a couple of arties on the case. Mozart will repair his PDs. Maybe a little veterancy for Lame could help. And this is where Mozart is battling for his PDs. If he has any plans, it looks like he's going to go Tech 2 land. Lame 16 kills. Living on the edge. Together with the Ilshevas. That PD is going to die very quickly. The other one's also damaged. And now it's 3 Ilshevas. PD is down. Mozart's retreating. So Lame is on 18 kills. He needs 2 more kills for a first vet. Ilshevas continue to dominate. It's an 18 kill Ilsheva in there. And more arty. Mozart is in trouble. Oh no. Mozart. Oh, wow. That's how you get a draw, as you break through the PDs, and this is the worst time for Mozart. He's getting that tech to upgrade. Will Lame let him go? I don't think Lame's going to let him go. Is Lame dreaming of a victory here? I don't think he should be dreaming, because if Mozart overcharges, Mozart hasn't been able to overcharge, and a control K, maximum range of the control K. I think those Ilshevas could have come in and killed that. Lame was probably worried about veterancy issues. And another successful draw executed by Lame. Mr. Smith is the next victim. On this map, Cybern for Mr. Smith versus Lane with Seraphim. Yeah, Seraphim with floating arty on this map just dominates. Not a big fan of this map. It's, if you got Aeon, you're dominant. Although with the Cybern, if you rush Navy, you just do crazy frigate spam. Actually, with any faction, you can do big frigate spam. It's just very effective with Cybern. Aeon, Aeon is very good for securing these reclaim. And if you can secure there, you can see dead deck 2 ships all over the place. We got drunk arty somewhere. Floating arty can also help you secure. It's not as versatile as the Aurora. Big devil spam plan for Lame. See the frigates for Smith already planned. Lame, no upgrades on the ACU yet. Anticipate these frigates to get a lot of kills. Looks like, yep, Lame using the power throttle. That's pretty lame. It's not a surprise. Yeah, this frigate it's just twitching out. That's how you play against floating arty. You twitch out, dodge. Successful drop for Mr. Smith, who is beginning to run away with in terms of power. And now a naval battle. Ooh, and that's the advantage of the floating arty. Tech 2 Navy for, oh, Lame with the Tech 2 Navy here. Smith is in a bit of trouble. Oh, and of course, as soon as you see a weak ACU, you gotta run in for the kill. I think Lame probably didn't even need do the control K here if he plans to do the control K. I think he's got the victory. Destroyer for Mr. Smith. I guess might as well have your ACU there just in case things don't go right. I think that 1500 health. Mr. Smith, yeah, this destroyer will do enough to prevent Smith from dying. And the finishing touch from Lame. He's probably already hit control K. I wish I could count down for him. But is there really a chance for a victory anymore? He might lose his chance for a draw if he doesn't continue to follow. Mr. Smith stopped, which is a mistake. And Lame probably wants to control K now until Smith. This will be very close. Will Smith survive on 23? Nope. I think it's 2500 for the ACU nuke. Yeah, actually, Lame there being fair. He didn't even control K. He'll let Smith kill him. So it's all Smith's fault. And we are on Rivers against Lex Talk. And yet another victim for Lame. You can see his rating. We went through a few months of games here. See, Lame's rating has been fairly constant. I guess that's what you get from Lex Talk wanted Lucy. Nice. Yep. This is great. This fits very well for this video. Let's see what strategy Lame decides to employ on Rivers. I know Lame's actually a pretty good player, just like Lex Talk said. We've seen him go very quick. Tech 2 Navy, Tech 2 Land. OP Aeon. That's the excuse to get the draw. Lex Talk sitting home with his ACU while Lame out. Just reclaiming, getting. Yeah, this is. Oh, okay. That's a problem. A couple scouts from, oh, I guess those are just scouts, no Aurora. And Lex Talk will get some action and retreat. Slow down a little bit. 9 kills, 1 kill. Lex Talk guarding. That's a misclick. Oh, what a great Aurora, 6 kills. Lex Talk pushing up. He's got a nice entourage of Auroras. Love to see a couple of bombs from Seraphim on those. Lame just needs 2 shots per kill on the Aurora so you can get your veterancy quick. About to get some vet. Lex Talk continues to follow. Playing with fire. This is where I think Lex Talk is making a micro mistake. He could have kept his Auroras at range. He can outrange the ACU. Instead, he just fed a lot of veterancy to Lame. He lost his force. Lame, 9 kills from his second vet. Where are the bombers from Lame? Oh, Lame's getting his Elshevas. Spirits are going to work. Lex Talk getting hit by Artie, 27 kills. Lame. And now the Elshevas on the front lines, and great overcharge from Lex Talk. Lame, 37 kills, going low on health. Lex Talk might be thinking he can get this victory, but problem is the vet for Lame. Lex Talk at 5,000 health. Just ate a whole bunch of Artie in that. I think he also got a little vet in this exchange. Lame, I think, has made up his mind. Perhaps. Yeah, he saw. Yep, now he's gonna just bump chests. Will Lex Talk get enough? Nope. Control K. Lame did not want anything to do with veterancy. If perhaps Lex Talk overcharged a couple more Elshevas, he could have got some more vet. Lame saw the opportunity and seized it. And yet another draw. I think everybody, well, a lot of people have the fear of Lame. This will be another attempt at a draw from Lame. This time against Shepard. Really like these replays he's selected. Bunch of players we know. Shepard famous for his awesomeness series and also a lot of very helpful videos for people trying to learn this game. Should check out his channel. Should be a link to it on the right side of this channel. As whatever the heck that sound is outside continues. Melancholy Hill. I totally hate this map. Not a single flat spot. You can't build factories in half the places. Ugly trees. Couple interesting features are these plateaus in the corners. Hydros in random places. Rocks in random places. If you really know this map well and have a plan, you gotta definitely know about those. Oh man, I gotta love that sound in the background. Here come bombers from Lame. Lame's running across. Shepard thinking about the left side. Yeah, the mass extractors in this, I mean, pretty high concentrations on the side. This is where usually the ECUs go. Not in this one. The ECUs both want to go to the middle. Lame's a little faster. Shepard will retreat to his base. Lame will attack the Hydro. Reclaim the Hydro. That will really suck for Shepard's power. Lame at 5,000 health. Shepard at 5,000 health. Lame retreats. The floating Artie spam continues. Meanwhile, Shepard's Manti are creating all kinds of problems in the back of Lame's base. Looks like Lame will now attempt to take over the right side with his ACU. The left side has nobody, as Shepard has done quite a bit of work with his transport, taking over 3 of the 4 plateaus. Nobody on the right side yet. The floating Artie harassment continues, but looks like Shepard has solved this power problems. You can also begin making power in one of these plateaus. There's also hydro possibility in one of those plateaus. And Lame has no mass. Although I'll bet you the reclamation numbers for these players are pretty high. 4,000 for Shepard, 6,000 for Lame, including that hydro, which still hasn't been rebuilt. Floating Artie harassment continues. An air fight, which is very close, but Shepard wins it. Shepard now with 29 kills. That's all that floating Artie that's been flowing across. And a lot of bombers. We're going to see an air fight here. Looks like, oh, and Lame wins air. He's got a lot of bombers, which will take care of the Manta. And the floating arty harassment, I think Shepard's getting overwhelmed. I think overall he's in a better position, but this is a big problem. Floating arty in general is a pain in the ass to deal with because of the range. Oh, whoa, what the heck? Okay, so Shepard is really low on health. Oh, well, I apologize. I have no idea why. Why was Shepard so low on health? I guess I played this one too fast. But what we saw was hilarious. This is similar to a previous replay. Shepard wanted to finish him off with his ACU on the transport, but of course, when you're next to lame in a tech to transport and he wants to draw, he'll just control K, and while you're getting out of the transport explodes and you die. So great finish there. Apologize, I missed. How the heck did lame lose all that health? There was no Navy. I guess he was battling in the corner. You probably saw it. So it'll be one more draw in this video. Oh, here's another replay. I'm actually not sure if it's a draw or not. Maybe he beats me, but I'll keep on playing the replays against him until I see a draw. Should be a fairly short one. Both Siren. Looks like second land. I think we're both gonna make a whole bunch of land. That's the plan. Fight over the reclaim without getting shot. He got that reclaim a little quicker. And this is where I suck. However, somehow, oh, I see all those Medusas. So I'm attempting to shoot the Medusas instead of the ACU. Yeah, see, I might just actually lose in this one. I think he's going to have more units here pretty soon. 8 kills, lame, 5 kills. Yep, he's ahead on health. Yeah, I think I'm pretty dangerously close to a draw here. Although maybe I want to. Uh-oh. Is it gonna happen? Yeah, I'm definitely in the draw territory. Awesome. 5 minutes, 30 seconds, another successful draw from lame. So hopefully people enjoyed this series.